Hello and welcome to Will Watches. This is the Secret Life of Water Mitty. This is kind of capping off this little trilogy of videos I've done with Fight Club, American Animals, and now this. And this, it kind of has a bit more of a positive tone to it. In the other videos I've talked about, you know, finding purpose and wanting to make your life special. And this movie just has such a positive message about going out there and doing something positive, making your life special. It's just so great. It holds a great place in my heart. So before we get into this, be sure to check out the Patreon. Over there you can find full-length time-based reactions, so you can sync up your own footage. This is on Disney Plus if you want to sync up your own footage. You can also get 1 week early access, so you can get next week's video, which will be The Pianist. You can get that right now, and you can get polls so you can vote for what's next. So yeah, let's just jump into it. This does feel almost Wes Anderson-ish, you know, having the books all very neat, and you have these shots. They're not quite centered, but they do show some personality. Too nervous to even try and message her. I can relate to that though. Pacing back and forth, trying to decide what to do when trying to talk to a girl. But this is just like sending a like on Tinder and things, I guess. Sending a wink. That was a cool shot, the overhead. One thing I love about this is the music. It's like humming. That's really cool. And then all of the credits being like in the world diegetic.
She started in my division at work about a month ago, and I overheard her near the bagel saying she was on your site.
Okay, that's unique.
It is a bit creepy, isn't it?
Okay, well, I haven't really been anywhere.
Have you done anything?
Yeah, it's like his life is just boring.
Hello? You still there?
Can you hang on a second?
Yeah, all the daydreaming.
She's gonna blow! Over here!
Oh, is that the three-legged dog?
I heard barking, thought I smelled gas. I engineered a prosthesis for Chips while I was sprinting.
God, you're noteworthy.
I just live by the ABCs. Adventurous, brave, creative.
That's everything I want in a man. My man. Hey, my man, you still there?
Oh, and he missed his train.
No, I just, zoned out for a second.
Do you do that a lot?
Normal amount. I gotta run, sorry.
Oh, okay, but we need
I like that. The title. You know, all of the colours coming in. And how that transfers onto the floor of this building. Yeah, that's really cool.
Bad day to be late.
Altair, happy birthday! It's 42 years.
42.
Do me a favor, please. Make sure Mom's piano gets moved in all the way, all right?
Wonder how this thing goes down, how the transition's gonna play out.
I could probably tell you. Ted Hendricks, managing director of The Transition.
With, Life's photo units to manage
Sorry,
negative.
I was really getting into this song I stopped listening to.
Yeah, I have a poster up there of one of Life magazine. First Man on the Moon.
Hey,
Hey!
how was your weekend?
It is a bit cliche at times, you know.
Sorry. I'm gonna call you later. Okay.
The ice, Jace. She moves like a woman. Perhaps I can contact you, possibly through my poetry balcony.
Just like in Fight Club and American Animals, they want something else from life. But instead of that manifesting in a negative way by them, you know, starting the fight clubs or planning their heist, he actually goes out and makes things happen, goes traveling, you know, becomes adventurous like he wants to be.
More of these stations here where people sort of do their...
But she does actually notice him, so he's not completely invisible like he probably thinks he is.
There's a present, too. He sent you a present on your desk.
Heard rumblings life's done, man. I want to say thanks. A gift for all the years of hard work. I spilled some blood on it while self-stitching a gun wound to my abdomen, but number 25 is my best ever. The quintessence of life.
It's a wallet with life's motto on it. Where's 25?
It's not there.
Hey, we need -25.
They need it right away, yeah.
What? When do we go to press?
2.5 weeks.
2.5 weeks for him to find the image. But he probably needs to find it before that so it can get published, you know?
Hi.
Hi,
I'm Walter.
Cheryl.
You work in photo accounts, right?
I do. Negative assets.
Yes. We have a glitch. Do you maybe have an address for Sean O'Connell?
Okay. Oh, are you coming?
Yes, I'm not. Yes, I have to stay.
It's so awkward. That's actually kind of a clue to where it was. That's a cool transition though. It still kept the Kodak. It's cool. The glasses made her look kind of almost ethereal, didn't they?
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to find Sean. I'm trying to track him down somehow with these other images.
Anyway, they say the key is to work backward. May I?
Sure. Unknown thumb.
Water? Like a curved piece of...
It's always impossible to get it from those 3 images though.
Is there a larger apartment available the piano could fit in?
That's a villa. A little more costly. I've got the paperwork. A new villa comes open in 3 weeks, I'm guessing.
It's like a retirement properties. 3 weeks, I'm guessing. So it's like 3 weeks till the current tenant goes.
Do you remember we're gonna backpack Europe that June dad died? Man.
And then it's like he had plans to travel, then his dad died, and that just got in the way, and it just never happened.
Travel journal Dad gave me.
Oh, you should donate that.
I feel the same. I was gonna go to Japan, and I pushed it off because of COVID, and then it got pushed off again. I need to make it happen so it actually does happen. I have the money saved, so
This is a gift. Yeah. The negative needs to go through a very
I'm sorry, I
technical-
can't have a professional conversation with you.
Put it away.
Give me that toy, man. This is a place of business, not a place of selling men toys.
it's at the hard to tell where the daydream starts and the daydream ends. I know Ben Stiller directed this. I don't know if this is like the first film he directed.
I'm trying to do my job!
It becomes like a superhero movie for us for a quick bit here.
Need a little oil can? Jesus.
If you work with this girl, why don't you just,
Yeah, just do it in person.
No. I'm trying to do like a pina colada song thing.
Yeah, I used to work at Nabisco. And then I had a change. Thought it would be more colorful, less regular, I guess.
It's still just kind of an office job though, isn't it?
So what's he like in person?
Well, I haven't actually met him. I've been his point guy here ever since I started. So what kind of skateboard does your son have? I was kind of...
He did have a bit of an interesting life before. It's kind of before his dad died. See, he can actually do interesting things and has an interesting life, but it's just like he doesn't have any self-confidence, does he?
Nuke, Greenland. Come on, that's a good lead. You should follow that up. Yeah, why not? Go. Crack the case.
Yeah, just go. You have the time.
He doesn't know what he's talking about. That song is about courage and going into the unknown. It's a cool song.
Maybe it's still on.
I love this. Him like beckoning him to come on this adventure to come find me. And he's motivated he's motivated by Cheryl also encouraging him to go on this adventure.
Walter!
The music choices in this also, they just like enhance this sense of adventure. And him running past all of these famous people, and it's like himself as that last one. And we get to see the world, things dangerous to come to see behind walls. We're getting there to draw closer, to find each other, and to feel that is the purpose of life. Yeah, getting the motto in the background, that's so cool. There's a lot of good filmmaking things that I like in this movie as well. You know, because Ben Stiller, he's in a lot of comedies and things where, you know, he's not really taken seriously as an actor, I guess. And to show that he can make this film, there's got a bit more artistry behind it than some of his other kind of like just purely comedy based ones is great. I don't know how you can watch this film and not just want to go and book a flight straight after you've seen it, you know?
We have a blue one and a red one.
I can't remember which was which from The Matrix.
I think the red one.
The red one. Okay, it must be the red one that's go out and see the true world, right? And the blue one is you stay in your like little cozy life. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, I love that. The little like bits of humming are so like mystical. The soundtrack is done by Jose Gomez. I've had the soundtrack saved on my Spotify for ages because there's so many great songs in it. Step Out by Jose Gonzalez, that's a great one in this.
Poking me. Poke me. Wait! Your thumb! I have to talk to you about your thumb!
Oh, it was his thumb. Good thing he's wearing the ring. You could recognize it.
He took that photo of my hand on the stick.
I thought that was a dream, the fight he was getting into there.
Yeah, well, I'm flying some radio parts out there in 5 minutes.
Yeah, call him on the boat phone?
The radio's broke.
Yeah, because it's flying out with the radio parts.
You flying out right now?
Just gonna finish my beer.
Your opportunity to find him is just walking away, you know? Oh, the music, that little guitar. You just go do it. You're never gonna make anything of your life. You just choose to sit inside.
Ground control to Major Tom.
And she said earlier, the song is about being courageous and adventurous. So it's gonna push him on, isn't it? I like how it transitions into the actual song as well. And there's a countdown for how long he has left. One of the lyrics in one of the songs is "Don't let life pass you by." I think that's a great motto. It's exactly what he's doing here, is making something of his life, going on an adventure, doing something probably stupid, but it'll be an adventure and fun. You know, he couldn't have done anything if he was just stayed sitting inside. You have to choose to do something. It was like at the weekend I was on a stag do for my friend Joe, a bachelor party if you're American, and it was the last day, and some of the guys were like, oh no, we're just gonna go back to the hotel and go to sleep, but the rest of us were like, no, it's the last day, we gotta do something fun. So we all went out and found the only club that was actually busy and playing music, and it was a great time. And you know, if you didn't go, you never know what could have happened. You could have gone to the club, met a girl, and who knows, future wife, or you could have just gone and sat at home in the hotel room. But we decided to go out clubbing, and we had a great time.
Where do we land? Weirdo!
Sometimes the logical, safe thing to do isn't the best thing to do for you. You get what I mean?
Just jump in the boat? Yeah! What do you mean, jump into the boat? It looks far away! Go now! Go!
He means jump into the lifeboat, but he's just jumping up the wrong side.
Now! Get the other boat! The little boat!
But that still probably would have hurt jumping into that other one. from that height. It was still quite a height to jump into a boat. It seems like you'd sink it jumping into it from that height. You know, at this point in the movie, it feels like it's almost towing the line between what's reality and what's dreams, because we've seen all of these crazy things he does in his daydreams, and then we have these actual crazy things that could actually be happening, and as an audience you don't really know if it's actually happening or not.
I'm telling you.
Are you saying that just to keep him calm?
Hey. Okay, that's a shark.
A pilot boat came. They took him 4 hours ago.
Took him where?
Iceland.
You're American. Excellent. Go on, see.
It's always funny seeing what other people think of your culture, like using home slice as a slang. It's like, if it was English, they'd probably say Harry Potter or things like that, you know?
Sure. I got some kick-ass cake, man.
This is clementine cake. This is clementine cake. My mom makes this.
Yeah, Sean brought it.
Was it actually his mum's, Sean? Because Sean visited Walter's mum, didn't he? So did he give that? Did she give that to Sean, and then Sean took it here?
May 2nd. That's tomorrow. Do you think there's any way that we could possibly land in Iceland?
Hurry, Walter! Hurry! Run! Go!
Of Monsters and Men. This is a great song. Yeah, I love this soundtrack. It's just so full of adventure. Mountain Sound by Of Monsters and Men.
Oh, I jumped out of a helicopter yesterday into the ocean and had a shark fight. I can't really talk right now. I'm on my way to a volcano. What the?
I feel like when you actually explore and have done all of these amazing things, it's not something you need to brag about, you know? Like, even after doing all of these things, he's probably still quite humble about it. There's some beautiful scenery in this as well. You can just tell the care that Ben Stiller had into making this, you know? It's like a passion project, and you can see that.
Do you maybe want to make a trade? I know a kid who would love that board.
Such a bad deal for the kids. Longboards are quite expensive, I don't know. Like, at most, the stretchy toy is like 25 quid. That longboard must be 100 at least.
Hello?
Oh, that word you didn't know before, it meant eruption, didn't it? Because I saw in Icelandic, the kids say, oh, I don't think he knows whatever the word is means.
Yeah. I got a plane for him at 1. 15 minutes. Yeah, in the valley, next town south.
That way? Hey,
He's good. He's just going straight towards the volcano, isn't he? What a view! Look at that. You see some of the a bit of fear in his eyes. It's just a perfect road for longboarding, isn't it? So he had skateboarding experience before, but like, had he longboarded? Does he know what he's doing here? This is so cool. Again, the music just enhances it.
Hang on, where is everybody?
Eldgos! Kom eldgos! Eldgos, yo! Eldgos! Erection! Eruption!
Eruption!
Yes!
And there's Sean flying straight into an erupting volcano.
There's a motel near the pizza place there.
And there's Papa John's all the way out here. Like, I know this film, it has product placement, but there is something I quite like about the product placement. Well, not that I like it, it just feels a bit more natural than some other movies. It's like the movie acknowledges it and it treats it like it's real in world. It's like eHarmony's in it, but a big plot point of the movie is that eHarmony service doesn't work, and then there's Papa John's in it, but part of the was that, you know, he hated working at Papa John's So it's like there is product placement, but it almost doesn't promote the project. It like not dispromotes it. It shows the negatives of the product as well a little bit. Like the companies still benefit from the product placement, but I don't think it detracts from the movie as much as other movies.
He died when I was 17 on a Tuesday, and we didn't have any savings. So I got a haircut that Thursday and a job.
Like working at Papa John's. That was cool. He was saying like at 17 he had this idea of who he wanted to be, then all the way now when he's 42 he's finally realizing his adventure is like it's never too late, you know? It's never too late to find your passion and go after what you're actually passionate about. That was cool. It's showing up in the background of the environment like that.
You just give me some more time.
You're fired. Make another cover.
Hey!
He's standing up for himself, finally.
I've never mislaid one.
Put it on a plaque, hang it at your next job.
Oh yeah, the ex.
Hi.
Cheryl? Honey?
It's a kick in the gut, isn't it?
Back from your work trip? All right, thanks everybody for all your hard work.
You see the mum notice it there.
Did somebody take a picture of your piano?
I did, with Sean's camera. He said you really understood life.
Mom, why didn't you tell me?
I told you in the produce aisle.
He was just he's phased out.
Zoned out. You do that now and then. He told me that you were the person who worked the hardest to make sure his work was realized.
Oh, I just got chills, that music. It's got to go on another adventure. He always make his dad proud, you know? His dad had this dream of him going on these adventures and he was so proud of him for that. Now he's actually filling out the book. And the cake as an offering. Alone in the Mountains. I love how the writing is projected onto the screen like that. Oh, score is amazing. With all of the majestic scenery, look at that. And then Todd.
Profile really rounded out, man. He's not on here anymore.
I'm gonna keep this short. I have to make oxygen choices. You take me off? I can't really swing that $500 yearly.
Do you mind? I'm working.
And there he is, just stumbled across him.
It's Walter.
Mitty?
Seriously, how the hell did you get up here? Call the snow leopard the ghost cat. It never lets itself be seen. Beautiful things don't ask for attention.
I love that. I don't think the quote was actually from this movie. He's quoting someone from real life, but it's a great quote.
25. You're sitting on it. It's in your wallet.
No, I don't have it. What the hell were you thinking?
I like how he is like this very ethereal person that you're supposed to look up to, and then Walter's like, "What were you thinking?"
What'd you do with the wallet?
Threw it away.
That hurts my feelings.
Man, I liked it very much. I appreciated it very much.
So you threw it away. It's a shame. It was a beauty.
When are you gonna take it?
Sometimes I don't. I don't like to have the distraction of the camera.
Within the moment.
That looks like...
That's a great moment.
What was the picture? Let's just call it a ghost cat, Walter Mitty.
This is cool. I wonder how they filmed that. Is that all animated? That was CGI animated? I can't imagine there's a way they'd film that actor references and did this like as an overlay, because some of it was quite animated, as in like their movement was quite exaggerated and some of that.
Through Yemen?
Do you know anyone in Los Angeles? Any companions? Anybody here who might be able to verify that you're Walter Mitty?
Walter Mitty?
It was great. That plot point with Todd comes full circle, and his Patton Oswalt.
You got 300 winks before I took down your profile. I thought I was selling concert tickets. Cheryl, who did not respond to a single wink.
The whole time, because she had someone in mind.
Daydreaming going.
He's like living the dream, so there's this need to daydream, isn't there? Because he actually has adventure in his life.
You are so not how I pictured you.
We're all grown here. We're all good.
I keep forgetting that that's Catherine Hahn.
Ooh, that's heavy duty. That's Found it in the trash. I always save your knickknacks.
It's all changing, going online.
There's a picture Sean wanted. 25. You have 2 days to print for cover.
I like that he's kind of giving a deadline now. There you go.
Do you know our motto? Life.
Yeah, he does it. It shows how much he actually cares for the brand.
You should know that those people worked really hard to build this magazine. And I get it. You got your marching orders and you have to do what you have to do.
Yeah, I like that he's being an adult about it.
But you don't have to be such
He's like, he understands that he has responsibilities to commit to as well.
What was it? Sasquatch? A unicorn?
Negative? Yeah. I didn't look.
I love that you never looked at it. I noticed that his like color scheme, like what he wears, is like a lot more earth tones now. Like he's a bit more down to earth. Before it was like a very clean suit, you know, and now he's in shirts and is very don't know, a bit more authentic, I guess. He's not like putting on an image with what he's wearing.
Hey Walter, what's up? Check this out.
That's a longboard though, isn't it? You're not really designed for tricks, longboards.
Hey, Cheryl.
You weren't boring me. That day in the park.
I like this. The shallow depth of field is just focusing on those two as characters. You can't see anything in the background.
And I started to imagine you singing Major Tom. I thought maybe you got back together.
You have a good imagination.
Bit of an understatement. There he is.
Should we go buy one of those?
Yeah, I just didn't want to seem uncool and get one.
Okay, so that was The Secret Life of Walter Mitty. I really love this. I know it's not like some perfect masterpiece, but I think it knows that. I think the movie knows exactly what it is, and it's just so heartwarming and full of adventure, and I just love it. I remember the first time I saw it, I was on holiday with my parents, and I remember watching it and coming out, and I remember enjoying it, but not like really, really enjoying it. And then everyone else in my family, they didn't like it at all and were ripping it to shreds. So I was just kind of like playing along with it. I was really young at the time as well. We had gone to the cinema on holiday. We wanted to see something else and we ended up seeing this instead. I must have been like really young. So it came out in 2013, so I must be 15. Since then I've seen it again and I've seen other people make videos on it. And it just made me fall in love with it all over again. I think, There's a lot of things here. There's a lot of like product placement and a lot of cliches, but I think it just works for what the film is. The film just feels authentic, and you can tell it was a passion project for Ben Stiller. I think it could have easily been just another mediocre rom-com with Ben Stiller and Christian Wiig, but it becomes so much more with this sense of adventure. The romance is like a big plot point, but it's not like a huge plot point. The movie is more about coming to terms with yourself in order to find love, I guess. You know, there's that saying that before finding love, you should be able to love yourself. And it's clear at the start, Walter, he just, you know, he's bored in life, but by the end, he finds his purpose. And what I really love about Walter Mitty as a character is how he goes out and he finds this authenticity. At the start, he was having all of these daydreams, but by the end, he's not having any at all, because he doesn't need to daydream anymore, because he's gone out and he's made his life interesting, and he's given himself worth and purpose, and he's done it in a positive way by doing something positive instead of, say, Fight Club or American Animals, where they do it in a negative way, being a terrorist organization or committing a heist, you know what I mean? He finds a positive purpose and he becomes this like really great role model, especially for Rich the kid. He just becomes a really good role model, and it becomes like this good figurehead on what positive masculinity should be, you know? Because at the start, he actually is quite creepy, the way he's, you know, staring at Cheryl and all of these things. But by the end, you know, he accepts that maybe she isn't interested and she might be back with her ex. Obviously, that's not the case, but they could have ended it like that, and it still would have been a good message about, you know, he's gone on this journey and he's come to terms with it. But by the end, she does end up falling for him because he has become so much more interesting. But it's not just because he's interesting as a person in the things he does, but he's just a more well-rounded person, you know? So yeah, I think that's everything I have to say. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to leave a like or a comment. And if you really loved it, make sure to subscribe. You can keep up to date for all the future uploads. So yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.